big news just dropped today that could reshape the future of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Fans, pay close attention. What unfolded in the past few hours impacts not only this season but could ripple all the way to the 2026 draft. This isn't just a minor update. It has real consequences. Later, we'll dive into CJ Gardner-Johnson's surprising release from the Texans and whether the Steelers should even consider him, break down Mike Tomlin's latest insights during Tomlin Tuesday, and tackle the biggest flaw in the Steelers' passing game, including ways it can be fixed. Before we jump in, I need the Steelers community united. Smash that like button and subscribe. Our historic race to 100,000 subscribers is heating up. Only 6 channels have earned YouTube's silver play button, and Steelers Talk is right on the doorstep. The competition is fierce, with Warriors today also vying for 7th place. Here in the studio, we even have a $500 steak dinner bet. Whoever hits their milestone first wins the feast. I'm aiming to beat Steeler Smitty and claim that free steak, so join the family, show your support, and let's grow this Steelers nation together. First up, the New York Giants have benched Russell Wilson after an 0-3 start. Jackson Dart will take over against the Los Angeles Chargers. This isn't shocking. We've seen Wilson in Pittsburgh. He can still throw a deep ball and deliver in clutch moments, but he's no longer the elite QB he once was in Seattle. Without a running game, reliable vertical targets, or a strong defense, he simply can't carry a team. New York's lack of structure only accelerated his decline. The Steelers connection? This impacts Pittsburgh's 2026 compensatory picks. The anticipated third-round pick could drop because Wilson won't hit the necessary snap counts. If he had lasted until mid-season, the pick would have been more valuable. On the bright side, Pittsburgh's decision to go with Aaron Rodgers now preserves the future. The 2026 quarterback class looks stronger, and keeping our draft pick intact could be huge. Next, let's talk about CJ Gardner-Johnson. The Texans cut him, and it wasn't due to a lack of talent. It was locker room issues. Insider Aaron Wilson reports that CJ clashed with teammates, demanded more blitzing, complained about his role, and even requested a trade. Ultimately, his presence disrupted team chemistry. Should Pittsburgh take him? Honestly, no. The Steelers already have Jabril Peppers, Deshaun Elliott returning from injury, and depth in Juan Thornhill and Chuck Clark. Mike Tomlin favors 3 safety packages, and CJ would expect a starting spot immediately. Peppers and Elliott already provide leadership and physicality, and this duo could become one of the NFL's best when healthy. Adding CJ might upset that balance. But I want to hear from you. Would you sign Gardner-Johnson? Comment below, because this debate is sure to divide the black and gold faithful. Now, on to Tomlin Tuesday, when the head coach drops clues about the team's direction. The health news is encouraging. Deshaun Elliott and Joey Porter Jr. could play against the Minnesota Vikings in Dublin. JPJ is key for press man coverage, and Elliott anchors communication and the run defense. Alex Highsmith remains sidelined, while Derek Harmon continues a gradual return. Tomlin's approach is clear. Maximize each player's strengths. Cam Hayward in the third quarter, Daniel Akil in the first, Benton as a gap shooter later. Each player has a role designed to highlight their skills. Tomlin also signaled that as chemistry develops, the defensive strategy will expand. Right now, the secondary is still learning. 5 new starters, Yan Ramsey, Brandon Eccles, Darius Slay, Chuck Clark, and Juan Thornhill, explain the more conservative calls and fewer disguises. Example: against the Patriots, miscommunication led to an easy touchdown. But this is part of the process. Live game reps build confidence and synchronization. The Steelers may struggle early, but come December, this defense could be deadly. The offense is also under construction. Rodgers is new, the offensive line is adjusting, and the receiving core is still building chemistry. New tackles, a promising rookie tight end, DK Metcalf as WR1, and Roman Wilson emerging. It's a lot to integrate. Yes, there are growing pains, sluggishness, execution errors, and identity issues. But this team is being built to peak later in the season. Rodgers is showing leadership, and skilled players are learning to complement each other. Patience is crucial. Finally, let's address the glaring problem, the passing game. Rodgers is under pressure, releasing quickly, avoiding big plays. But why? Analysis of 27 negative pressure snaps shows that 10 weren't the offense's fault. Receiver separation is a major issue. DK Metcalf ranks last in the NFL in separation, with only Calvin Austin performing above average. The offensive line has allowed several pressures, and Rodgers himself held the ball too long on a few plays. The pattern is clear. Man-to-man coverage is limiting potential big plays. The solution? Creative play design. Move DK, involve Calvin Austin and Roman Wilson more, and exploit mismatches. The plan exists, but it must be implemented now before the problem becomes permanent. Today's Steelers news has it all. Russ Wilson's missed compensatory pick, CJ Gardner-Johnson drama, Tomlin's defense strategy, and the passing game challenges. The Steelers face highs and lows, but there's a clear path forward. The question for fans: do you believe this team can hit its stride by December? I do. Rodgers is leading, players are returning, and chemistry is forming. If you're ready for a comeback, hit like, subscribe, and join the journey. Together, we'll push Pittsburgh to where they belong, at the top of the NFL.